Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today's video I'm going to react to Kep1ER, that's how you say it, Kep1ER's Ultimate Guide. Yeah, because I don't know anything about them. I don't even know their names except from... No, I don't even know Kai's sister's name. I don't know how to pronounce it or anything, so I'm hoping that will help me, so let's go. Wa-da-da-da. Boom 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 like supersonic. Wa-da-da. Wa-da-da.
Watching this video, there's a very high chance that you know absolutely nothing about Kep1ER at all, or are very likely already a Kep1ERian yourself. Regardless of wherever you fall on that spectrum, welcome to today's video. My channel's name is Shoutings, but you can call me Locke, and today we are going to be deep diving into K-pop's brand new super rookies, Kep1ER.
Wow, okay, so I actually said it wrong. I thought it was KEP1ER. I'm terrible with like new names and like just any name, to be honest.
As with any other guide, first off, we'll start with the basics. Who are Kep1ER, where'd they come from, and what have they done thus far? Kep1ER are a 9-member Korean, Japanese, and Chinese girl group signed under KEP1ER Entertainment.
Wake one. Hold on a minute.
Are a 9-member Korean, Japanese, and Chinese girl.
Oh, so we got a mix. I like mixes. I like a mix of culture because it brings out different personalities, different aspects to the group. It's like Blackpink. It's like, yeah. I'm sorry.
Girl group signed under KEP1ER Entertainment, a subsidiary of CJENM. They are managed by Swing Entertainment, one of the labels that has previously managed groups such as IZ*ONE, IOI, 101, and X1, and their
Oh my god!
contract is for 2.5 years. Kep1ER are a dual leader group, meaning they have a main leader and a co-leader, and
Wait, so this group is like 101 and IZ*ONE. So they're gonna split after 2.5 years. I didn't think they were that kind of group. That's sad.
and were formed through the show Girls Planet 999, an Mnet survival show aired between August and October 2021. The show featured 99 contestants from Japan, China, and Korea, who were voted by viewers from all over the world into the final lineup. The show officially concluded on October 22nd of 2021, and the final lineup became the 9 members of Kep1ER. The name Kep1ER, pronounced in Korean as Kep1ER, which was also announced during the finale, has a dual-pronged meaning. It is an amalgamation of the Northern English word kep, which means to catch, representing the members catching their dreams, and the number 1, representing that 9 girls will become one to
Oh, that's so cute.
become the best. The name is also a nod to the name of the German astronomer Johannes Kepler, the one responsible for the way that humans currently conceptualize how planets move. As for the fandom name, fans of Kep1ER are called Keplian. Officially, this just means those who support Kep1ER and would stay next to the girls. However, an additional way to think about it would be as an amalgamation of Kep1ER and Guardian. Now, as far as Kep1ER's activities are concerned, on the 3rd of January 2022, Kep1ER debuted with their first mini-album titled First Impact, and its title track, Wa-da-da. Impact is a 6-track mini-album consisting of the title Wa-da-da, 2 B-sides, and 3 Girls Planet 999 songs, including the show's signal song Over and Over and Over. The 3rd of January officially commemorates the start of Kep1ER's full activities as an active group. In the pre-debut phase alone, Kep1ER have already begun smashing records and have showed promise for what's to come. As of the making of this guide, Kep1ER have already become the most followed pre-debut rookie girl group in 2021 and are currently the most followed rookie girl group in 2022. By the 4th of January 2022, Kep1ER had amassed over 650,000 followers on Twitter, 1.4 million followers on Instagram, and over 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube. Massive figures for a pre-debut girl group. As for their debut numbers, Kep1ER's first impact broke the record for the #1 selling debut album from a K-pop girl group in the first 24 hours with 150,000 sales of their album. As of the 9th of January 2022, Kep1ER broke yet another record and charted as the second highest selling girl group debut of all time within the first week of sales, with over 200,000 copies of their album sold. In addition to this, the MV for their title track Wadada also sits as the 8th most viewed MV for any debut K-pop act in the first 24 hours, with over 9 million views. Now, of course, due to the timing of this guide, I cannot account for the numerous successes that Kep1ER will inevitably achieve in the coming months, but look out for an updated guide from me at their first comeback for some new stats and even more information. So with that being said, it's time that we dive a little deeper into Kep1ER and of course its members. Before we do start getting to know the members though, I really just quickly want to throw in a disclaimer here that currently Kep1ER do not have any official assigned positions. Thus far, in all lives, meetings and public appearances, Kep1ER have not explicitly stated any positions other than leader and co-leader, and so everything currently is left up to assumption as of the making of this guide.
So who's the leader?
So with that being said, let's get straight into the members. Choi is the oldest member of Kep1ER, or the Madonna.
No way, I thought she was
has
like
experience as a
the
debut idol.
youngest.
Within Kep1ER, despite being the eldest and the leader, Yujin is often labelled as the fake Maknae because of her cute charms and the way that she is a total goofball.
She's adorable.
She loves to have fun and loves to laugh, and she is easily one of the loudest members of Kep1ER. She is considered an egg yolk master, and her bunny-like charms earned her the title Yujin Tokki, or Bunny Yujin. In this vein,
Yeah, she reminds
Yujin's
me of Bunny.
representative animal within Kep1ER is also a bunny. In 2015, Yujin first debuted in Cube's girl group CLC, but following members leaving the group due to company issues, and CLC having no activities for the better part of a year, she joined Girls Planet 999 in hopes that she could re-debut.
I reacted to CLC. Oh. No way. No. Oh, I see it's her now. How did I not recognize her before?
First entered Cube in 2011, which means that until now she had had a whopping 10 years of experience in the K-pop industry already. This experience of hers, along with her considerate nature and her friendly personality, makes her not only an incredible support for her younger members as a leader, but also makes her one of the mother figures of the group. Currently, she is learning Mandarin, and she also knows how to speak Japanese and English.
Hi, my name is Lily. How are you? English.
영어? 아 영어 잘한다고?
I love you, Eugene. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Your English is so cute. Yeah, thank you. I'm so sorry. Toilet because very okay?
She's adorable.
On top of all this, Yujin is not only a seasoned and experienced idol, but she is also an actress as well. So far, Yujin has
Oh my gosh, that's Yoonjae. Oh, God7.
acted in over 4 dramas, with her most recent being the web drama titled Pumpkin Time.
아니야? 아니야 그런 거.
나보다 먼저 좋아했다며. 네가 어떻게 이럴 수가 있어? 태주한테도 나한테도 잘못한 거야. 무슨 말이라도 해보라니까? 무슨 변명이라도 해보라고!
She's done variety and reality shows before too, so she'll be a great guide in helping the members learn the ropes with variety. The funny thing about Yujin though, is that despite all of her experience and even her age, there is in fact a member who has been in the Korean entertainment industry longer than her. Throughout Girls Planet 999, Yujin was able to show multiple different sides of herself and become the confident and capable leader that she is today. She is a talented vocalist and dancer, she can rap, and she's also a visual, and thus she can certainly be considered as an all-rounder.
I really like this girl.
Girls Planet 999, Yujin was announced as the 6th member of Kep1er, finishing in 3rd place overall.
Ooh.
Following Yujin, we have the 2nd eldest, the tallest, and the only Chinese member in the group.
Do you know what? I always thought that she was like a visual. Because in Wadada, she kind of looks like a center visual kind of position. Well, obviously they don't have positions, so.
And Xiaoting. Xiaoting is from Chengdu, Sichuan province in China, and she is currently signed to Top Class Entertainment. She is one of the faces of Kep1er, and she is renowned for her stunning visuals.
Yeah.
Xiaoting is goofy, funny, and is also one of Kep1er's loudest members, having earned the title Shen Xiaoting on Girls Planet 999, and carrying this through to her time in Kep1er as well.
빨리 봐봐요! 가도 돼요? 오세요. 오케이, 가자! 제발요. 하나, 둘, 셋. 오케이.
She is close with all of her fellow members, and they learn Chinese to communicate better with her while she studies to get better at Korean. Her Korean name is Shim Sojong, the main nickname she likes to go by is Ting, and her representative animal is a deer. Within Kep1er, Xiaoting is not only considered a visual killer, but she's also a dance expert and has been recognized for this multiple times. Prior to her debut in Kep1er, Xiaoting made a name for herself internationally as an extremely talented ballroom dancer. Since her teen years, she has competed in and placed in over 50 domestic and international ballroom competitions. Out of all of her competitions, some of her most notable accolades are winning first place domestically in a Shanghai Ballroom Tournament Championship at age 15, and also placing 6th globally at one of the biggest ballroom dance contests in the world, the Blackpool Dance Festival in the UK. In addition to this, Xiaoting is also a college graduate who holds a degree majoring in performance from the Sichuan Conservatory of Music University, something which just shows how committed she is to performing. Prior to her debut in Kep1er, Xiaoting competed in Produce Camp China 2020, or Chuang as it's commonly known as, where she ranked 80th overall after getting eliminated in episode 4. Going into Girls Planet 999, she was ranked number 1 out of all the Chinese contestants in the show at episode 1, making her one of the 3 centers for the show's signal song, 000. In addition to being an incredible dancer, Xiaoting also has proven that she is a more than capable vocalist, and also has showed that she is additionally capable of rapping as well.
Whoa. So much talent. I can't comprehend it all. It's just too much.
By the end of the show, Xiaoting had finished 9th in the show overall, making her the final member of Kep1er to be announced.
Ooh.
Sakamoto Mashiro is one of the 2 Japanese members, and she is also the co-leader of Kep1er along with Yujin. Mashiro is the same age as Xiaoting, making her a member of the Gugus, the 99-liners, and she completes what is known as the Onni line, or the oldest line, along with Yujin and Xiaoting. Since Girls Planet, in both Kep1er's reality and V-Lives, it's become a well-known fact that Mashiro is one of Kep1er's happy pills, and she is easily recognized by her dimples when she laughs or smiles. Like Yujin, she's a mother-like figure who supports all of her members, and she's extremely articulate with her emotions. Mashiro is an extremely funny member, and is definitely one of Kep1er's main mood boosters.
실실? 왜냐면 나는 언니의 막춤 출 때가 너무 언니 깜짝 놀랐어요. 5, 6, 7, 8 막춤이 진짜
KEP1ERのファンの皆さん、こんにちは。KEP1ERましろです。いつも私たちを見守って応援して素敵な言葉をかけてくださってありがとうございます。まだ私たちKEP1ERはスタートラインに立ったばかりです。これからお見せしたい姿がまだまだたくさん多いので、私たちとずっと一緒にいてくださると嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。愛してます。ましろ。
Within Kep1ER, Mashiro's representative animal is a raccoon. As for her story, Mashiro's pre-debut journey is quite interesting, as prior to her debut in Kep1ER, she was a former JYP and Pledis trainee, training at JYP between 2016 and 2018, and Pledis between 2019 and 2020. Although all information regarding Mashiro as a Pledis trainee is yet to be confirmed and is just solely based on rumour. As it happens, as a result of her years in JYP, Mashiro is actually close friends with all members of ITZY, and she trained closely together with them prior to their debut in 2019.
That's awesome.
2016년부터 2018년 2년 동안 하고 이제 안 되는 건가? 저는 이제 포기할 생각이었거든요.
After leaving JYP, Mashiro tried going back home to Japan in order to be able to pursue other career interests. These didn't work out for her though, as her yearning to debut as a K-pop idol was so strong, and at some stage before Girls Planet 999, Mashiro signed to 143 Entertainment, the same agency as another member of Kep1ER. As she had previously trained at JYP, Mashiro speaks Korean fluently, so much so to the point where she apparently can no longer speak Japanese, although this is a joke amongst her members, and she is currently presumably learning how to speak Mandarin.
일본어 아직 할 수 있냐고 물어봤어요. 괜찮으면 저희는 둘이 있을 때 일본어 일본어 들었어요. 私たち日本語で結構話すんで大丈夫です日本語は。
During Girls Planet 999, Mashiro was well loved by fans and was one of the most consistently popular contestants in Japan. She was always voted to be the leader of any team that she was in, and she had a 100% win and success rate with each of her teams. As a result, she was always highly praised for her leadership skills and was eventually appointed as co-leader of Kep1ER after the show had ended.
임명장 케플러 브리더 마시로. 위 멤버는 모든 멤버들의 심사숙고 끝에 케플러를 이끌어갈 브리더로 선정되었기에 이 임명장을 수여합니다. 케플러에 듬직한 브리더가 되길 기원합니다. 2021년 11월 18일 케플러 1동!
She highlighted her versatility across multiple concepts on the show and showed that she is strong in both vocal and dance departments as seen through her performances. Overall, Mashiro ranked 8th in the show, making her the first member of Kep1ER to be announced. Moving on from the only line to the middle line, we have Kep1ER's Kim Chae-hyun. Within Kep1ER, she is recognized at least amongst members as being in charge of vocals, and she has already been able to show her vocal skills.
This is sending me my versions.
She is an O2 liner from Busan, meaning that she can speak dialect or satori, and she is one of the most extroverted members of Kep1ER.
오, 맞아.
She's born in the same year as me.
가자. 우리 케플러 지금 책
So
딱
pretty.
찍고 있는데 재밌게 보고 있나?
As far as her personality is concerned, Chae-hyun is constantly at the center of chaos and noise whenever the members are having fun. She loves to laugh and joke around, but she is incredibly responsible and mature, making her an excellent support for her younger members and her older members too.
이름은 김채연이고요. 짱구 개인기를 잘합니다. 교관님, 액션 가면 쏴주세요.
Her official representative animal is a white tiger. Prior to her debut, like Mashiro, Chae-hyun was a former Big 3 company trainee, having trained at SM Entertainment for 4 years. In order to pursue her dream of being an idol, she dropped out of school at 13, and she independently studied for and passed her middle and high school examinations by herself. During her time at SM, she got close to and became friends with the members of aespa, and after leaving, trained on her own as an individual trainee for 2 years. As Chae-hyun has independently studied and trained, she was without a company before Girls Planet, but is now under Wake One Entertainment by default along with Kep1ER. Up until she had debuted within Kep1er, Chaehyun had been a trainee for a total of 6 years.
Wow.
이걸 말고 더 재밌게 잘할 자신이 없더라고요. 어쨌든 제가 6년 동안 했잖아요. 6년이 헛되이지 않았다라고 생각이 들 모습들이 나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
Throughout the show, Chaehyun was often praised for her vocal colour, and she shone in her performance of IU's My Sea. As she had trained under SM before, many fans
She's an
watching the show
actual
said that she
angel.
had maintained the SM vocals and the SM visuals, making her one of the most vocally capable contestants on the show. She often took and aced vocal positions in her performances on the show, and she maintained her spot in the top 9 rankings for the entire program. In the finale, she finished first overall after attaining the most points from international and Korean votes, and was the 8th member of Kep1er to be announced. The next member, also a member of and completing the middle line, is Kim Daeon. She's an 03 liner and is without a doubt one of Kep1er's strongest dancers. Prior to her debut in Kep1er, she had been trained by members of Street Woman Fighters dance crew La Chica, and this is evident in the way that she dances, especially when she freestyles and creates choreography. She's been part of multiple academies before, and has always been highly praised for her dance skill by all of her mentors.
You go! Wow.
Daeon is a high-energy member who, like Chaehyun, is often at the center of the action. She is loud and energetic, but she exudes professionalism and has a real sense of responsibility as a leadership figure within the group.
굉장히 어떤 곡이든 다 완벽하게 출 수 있습니다.
Her official animal within Kep1er is a squirrel. Throughout her time on Girls Planet 999, Daeon was yet another strong leadership figure, and she was also ranked as the #1 Korean trainee at the start of the show in episode 1, and like Xiaoting, was one of the 3 centers for the Signal song. Throughout the show, she showcased how good of a leader, dancer and choreographer that she is, and also solidified herself as a capable vocalist and rapper.
Let's go. See, 언제든지 내 모습 내지 단 번에 내가 잡아줄때 기죽지 않지. 편하게 뭘 알아. 늘 있어서 원해도.
That's amazing.
I'm telling you 원하긴 I'm so go. 난 아직 잊혀지지가 않아.
This was not Daeon's first encounter with Mnet survival shows though, as she was also previously a contestant on Produce 48, the show through which the girl group IZ*ONE was formed. This wasn't meant to be though, as she was eliminated in episode 5 after ranking 70th. Currently, Daeon is signed to Jellyfish Entertainment, the home of groups like VIX, Very Very and Gugudan, and she currently attends the School of Performing Arts in Seoul. Until she debuted as part of Kep1er, Daeon had been a trainee for 3 years under CNC School, Stadium Entertainment, and recently
it's her!
Jellyfish.
I
Following
didn't
Produce
recognize
48, Daeon left CNC and signed with Stadium, and whilst there, along with Lightsum's Lee Yoo-jung and another trainee, she was set to make her debut. This obviously fell through though, as Yoo-jung and the other trainee had left the agency, and in early of 2021, Daeon was announced to be competing in Girls Planet under Jellyfish Entertainment. In the finale, Daeon ranked 4th overall, making her the 5th member of Kep1er to be announced. Now for the next member, the other half of the Japanese line, Ezaki Hikaru is not only Kep1er's shortest member, but is one of the strongest and most recognized rappers in the group. She is an 04 liner, and is thus part of the Mangne line, or the youngest line, along with 3
Oh,
other
is she the one
members.
that does like
Hikaru
1,
herself has been a
2?
fan of K-pop since she was young, and she looks up to 2NE1's CL as one of her inspirations. Members describe Hikaru as goofy, funny, and cute off stage, but charismatic and one of the members with the strongest duality on stage. She is extroverted,
Yeah,
loud, and
I
the
can
type
see
of
that
person who once starts
already.
laughing can't be stopped.
만든 춤이래요. 귀여워. 아 진짜 귀여워. 아, 너무 귀여워.
Within Kep1er, Hikaru's official animal is
That's
a puppy.
cute.
When auditioning for Girls Planet 999,
Yeah,
to prove her rapping skill,
that's good.
Hikaru performed multiple raps and freestyles, but of those, her main performances were of CL's
Yeah.
Hello Bitches and BY's Super BY.
Yellow go, any glow like a yellow fun. Couldn't see me with a selfie for my telephone. Got head up do, Hello Kitty getting head up. Oh, want me to love him long time and a
So
tenant?
cool.
No.
In addition to both Xiaoting and Dayan, Hikaru's talents and skills were recognized from the outset. Going into episode 1 of the show, Hikaru was also ranked number 1 out of all of the Japanese trainees, and as such was the third center of the show's signal song. From the outset, she was recognized as one of the show's strongest rappers, and showed that she was not only competent in this area, but throughout the show also showed that she was highly capable at both dancing and singing as well. She's currently not fluent in Korean just yet, but can rap in Korean with speed, all the while maintaining accurate pronunciation.
I open the shining the A 빠지기는 것만 보고 있었어. 뺏긴 넌 말라인 왜 너는 믿게 되고 싶니? 세계가 나의 매력에 빠져 세계 끝까지. 사랑 금이 힘을 영원히 보내고 싶다. 야 하지만 자주라 전도라 힘들 때다. 에이 자신을 믿고 왔어. 에이 이 금을 선택하고 셀프팬은 한 번도 없어. 에이 이 땅 소주 하이려고 암튼 소주 하이려고 계속
I think she's
감추지
like
마.
one
힘을
of the
주고
best
마저
rappers
밀어면
I've
왜
seen.
보고 싶어. 에이
Along with
As in
Xiaoting,
girl
she's
groups.
one of the group's Korean language learners, and she's constantly trying harder to improve her language skills. As for her agency and prior experience, Hikaru is currently signed to AVEX Artist Academy in Tokyo. Hikaru has had industry experience in Japan before, as she used to be part of a kids training duo called Plus Gang for 2 years, but this group was disbanded in 2018.
Oh, she looks so younger there.
Through Girls Planet 999, she wound up placing 7th overall, making her the second member of Kep1er to be announced. Moving on.
Can I just say, I've seen videos of this one, and she has like the cutest personality, and I don't know, I think she might become my bias.
On to the next member, Kyuning Bahie is the 7th member of Kep1er, part of the Mangne line, and is the second tallest member of the group.
Wow.
She is part of the Changshinji, or the tall line, along with Xiaoting and Yujin, and like Hikaru, was born in 2004. Within Kep1er, Bahie is one of the funniest members with her impressions and facial expressions, and the members consider her a fashionista, but also a prankster. She can sometimes be subtle and quiet, but like all of the other members, she's an absolute goofball.
I like that.
여러분들 힘내세요. 화이팅 하세요. 오늘도 화이팅! 사랑해요.
Wow.
여러분들 힘내세요. 화이팅 하세요. 오늘도 화이팅! 사랑해요.
Bahie's representative animal within Kep1er is a lion. As for her personal life, Bahie comes from an entertainment family, with her dad being a Brazilian-American TV personality, and her eldest sister Leah and eldest brother Kai have also
Wait. Brazilian American? Wow!
debuted in K-pop groups. Leah debuted through the group Viva in 2017, which is now inactive, and Kai debuted as part of Hybe's boy group TXT in 2019. Bahie is known by many names by fans, either Hie or Bahi being the most common, and she is the only mixed member in Kep1er, being a Korean-born Korean American. Bahie can fluently speak Korean, she can speak English, and she can also speak Mandarin.
그때
Wow.
영어 나레이션을 한번 하자고 한 제안이 들어오셨었고 한번 했던 적이 있습니다.
그럼 지금 해외에 보고 계시는 시청자분들을 위해서 영어로 한번 얘기를 해주시면 좋겠습니다. 1번 카메라.
Please love our Kep1ER, and we are going to do a lot of things. So please keep lifting us. Thank you.
As for her agency, during Girls Planet 999, it was understood that she was an individual trainee, but during the show she signed to what is formerly known now as Play M Entertainment, which has currently become IST, home to groups such as Weekly, The Boys,
Oh, The
A-Pink,
Boys.
and Victor.
Victor!
Throughout Girls Planet 999, Bahia showed herself to be a high-energy, extremely passionate, happy virus, as she refers to herself as, and also an extremely hard worker. On the show, she was often praised for her stable vocals and her improvement that she showed in her performances, and as a result of this, overall she wound up placing second, being the 7th member of Kep1ER to be
Wow.
announced. Now, Youngeun is the second youngest member of Kep1ER, but you wouldn't be blamed for not believing it. Youngeun radiates a youthful and hyperactive energy around her members, making her one of the group's resident crazies.
Oh my gosh.
At times she can be shy and introverted, but lets loose around her members. She's a big softie and often doesn't share when she is experiencing hardships, but she always persists.
I am
on
having
being
trouble
110%
recognizing who
herself
in like
and
what
her
did that.
잘하고 있고 잘하고 잘할 수 있으니까 너가 하고 싶은 대로 계속 했으면 좋겠어. 있는 그대로 내 모습을 계속 사랑했으면 좋겠어.
Since Girls Planet 999, she's always likened herself to a fox, so this is also her representative animal within Kep1ER too.
사막에서 달려온 사막여우 서영은입니다.
Within the group, Youngeun is without a doubt heralded as Kep1ER's ace, as she's able to do quite literally anything, and her age is not to be underestimated. She not only has an amazing singing voice, but her dance skills and charisma on stage are befitting of this status, as she is one of the members which possesses an insane duality.
Wow.
Youngeun is a specialist in boy group choreographies, and on Girls Planet 999
Ooh.
gained quite the reputation for her ability to nail boy group concepts. From
Wow.
the outset with her performances of NCT's Kick It and 2PM's My House, and since then has shown more of her duality. Her broad singing range coupled with her powerful precise dancing makes her an incredible eye-catcher in performances.
사실 캄캄한 이곳을 light up the sky 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you goodbye
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen like someone who's like
Currently, Youngeun is signed to Biscuit Entertainment, a brand new label that was established in 2021.
oh, I was about to
Training
say.
with former Girls Planet contestants Murakami Yume and also Arai Risako. Youngeun placed 5th on the show overall,
Oh my
making her
gosh.
the 4th member of Kep1ER to be announced. Now for the Mangne, this is where things get really interesting. Kep1ER's Mangne is Kang Yeseo, who was born in 2005, yet debuted in 2010 when she was only 5 years old. Do you remember earlier when I was saying that there was another member who had technically debuted before Yujin? Yup, this is her, our youngest. As
Oh,
Yeseo is
her.
the Mangne, naturally she emanates the usual cute charms and captures people's hearts in this way.
How can you debut at 5 years old?
However, interestingly enough, with her experience in the industry, she's a good balancer for the team's dynamic and is extremely supportive in this regard. Yeso, along with Yujin, also has the bunny as her representative animal. As for her career, Yeso has already had quite the amount of experience as she debuted in 2010 as a child actress. So far, she has starred in 14 television series, 2 web dramas, and 5 movies, one of which was Miracle in Cell Number 7, which at its release was the 5th highest grossing Korean movie of all time.
아저씨, 가방 샀어요?
Oh my god.
가방이요.
What's more is that Yeso's experience doesn't end here. In 2010, Yeso debuted as a member of the kids idol group called KEP1ER, which has since disbanded, and was originally supposed to debut in 2014 in another kids group called Pretty. This was not to be though, and Yeso debuted instead in Busters in 2019, where she was there appointed as lead vocalist. In 2020, Yeso's group went on hiatus, and after this, she moved to 143 Entertainment, the same agency as Mashiro. Since then, Yeso and Mashiro have trained together until Girls Planet 999. Throughout Girls Planet 999, Yeso was highly praised for her professionalism, her vocal tone and center qualities, as she nails facial expressions perfectly and executes performances with ease. As a contestant though, she was quite the eye-catcher as she not only nailed concepts befitting of her age, but also utilized her experience to pull off stages like the iconic Fate performance. In the finale, Yeso finished 6th overall, thus making her the 3rd member of KEP1ER to be announced. So today, we've been through a lot. Whilst this guide can't go into too much depth as KEP1ER are only just starting their journey, I'm really hoping that this helped give you a better idea of the members, their personalities, and a little bit more about their personal stories. One last thing I would like to touch on though is just the nature of temporary groups and how these actually operate. As aforementioned, KEP1ER is a temporary group with a contract of 2.5 years. As also mentioned throughout some of the members' profiles, they currently belong to different companies, and this can be confusing for some who are experiencing temporary groups for the first time. In a nutshell, the way that this works is that each member will be from a specific company or companies, with some sharing the same company, such as Yeso and Mashiro, and this company will send their trainees to a show such as Girls Planet 999, with the hope that their trainees will be able to debut as part of the winning lineup. Traditionally, shows like Girls Planet